with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fighting his way through contact. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Manning now on first down. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. First carry now for McFadden. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darren McFadden, 24 yards. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Manning. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Manning. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. on first down. Manning. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Manning to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Darren McFadden. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, it's Manning. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Manning now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Manning to throw on second down. Going deep here for Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, McFadden. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On play action, Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. A Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Finally, his defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. In motion left comes Brown. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Brown goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing is Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Manning. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Manning. It's Kelsey on the ground. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Manning now to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One final try now for Manning. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Mostert will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Allen Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to McFadden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches. Decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch him napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Throwing on first down is Allen, and he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. This out quickly to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Allen off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. McFadden up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Manning going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Manning. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 2nd down, McFadden. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, it's Manning. That is caught by Carmichael. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, McFadden. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
taken at the goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 6-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now look out. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Okoye. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go